Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. As of the recording of this, is the day after Christmas, so decided to venture out into the Arctic weather. It's about 31 degrees, but with the wind chill 22 here in the East Coast, New Jersey, and decided to finally. I mean, I've been sipping on this since I carved it up. I had it at about 30 pounds in the keg. I had it at 30 pounds for like 48 hours. And then I started sampling it. I dialed it back down, took the gas off, dialed it back down to about 3% PSI. Or, now I think I'm at 2 to 3 PSI. And as you can see, it's like, I still get a big old head. I'm not really comfortable yet, you know, with the serving pressure. I'm just trying to play with it and everything. But we have a nice creamy head. I mean, this is awesome to be able to brew and be drinking within like a day after you stick it in the keg. I mean, like normally I would wait a week. Wouldn't be able to drink this beer till probably next Saturday, New Year's Day, and open up the first bottle, see if it's carb. Sometimes one bottle would be carbed, or or it'd be still flat. So this is really, there's no more bubbles going up that I can see really. I mean, a little bit. Some are sticking to the side here at the bottom. But yeah, I mean, you can see. I mean, with the head here, we got a two-finger head. Nice lacing going on there. This is the Christmas sale 2022. So I decided to come out here and enjoy a beer in this Arctic weather. It's not really beer weather. I suggest if you were out here smoking your pipe, you'd be better off with a nice stiff bourbon or something along those lines. But anyway, cheers, guys. This is the Christmas ale. As you can see, it's like a brown ale on the nose. It's sweet. I'm not really getting any too much hops. Like I said, this is not the first brew I've had of this, because I've been trying to dial in the carbonation and see where I'm at, and it seems like I'll get like half a glass ahead, and then it dies back down. So like, but I pretty much got it pretty full this time around. So cheers, guys. Let's dive in. Mm. Yeah, yeah. So it's sweet. It's malty. Several times drinking this, like it depends on my palate, on the time of day, or when I was having it. A lot of times it seemed a little too residual sweetness, or like sugary, like a little sweet, stickiness. I don't know, like almost like if you were had of a dessert and you have an aftertaste of like some stickiness in your mouth, that type of thing going on. But it all depends, I think, because I've had it and it didn't do that. I've had it and it has done that, so I think it just has to do with my palate. Um, it's it's a different brew. I mean, it's a holiday ale. I did the recipe exact from what I had found, and the only thing I did add for the spices. The original recipe called for 5 cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, all this, but like the real nuts, and you grind them and you throw it in the brew for the last 15 minutes of the boil. If you want to get all involved with that crap, go right ahead. I'm a quick brewer, and I don't want to sit there and try to find what's real cinnamon sticks compared to fake cinnamon sticks and do all this hunting around. I have my own homemade pumpkin pie spice, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, all the powders and combined all together, and I just put a teaspoon of that in the brew. That's what I do with my pumpkin. You taste the spices fine. I guess if you wanted it a little more spicier at time of keg, you could have added a tincture of vodka or some sort of spirit and added the spices to that, and then stuck it in as well to get a maybe more potent spice. But I mean, it's there. it's always subtle, like I said, for me, because I put it at the end of the boil, because like I said, it is a spice that's sitting in a jar in my closet. I don't know if there's any type of bacteria that floats around and gets in there. So to be safe, you boil it, and obviously through fermentation, you're gonna lose some strength from the spices. But it's always been fine for me. I always taste something along those lines with it. Even in the pumpkin ale and in this, yes. But like I said, when I'm going like that with my mouth and getting a mouth feel, I have that, sweet. It's it's like a dessert beer. hmm Now I have a holiday ale that a friend of mine gave to me for Christmas that we will be reviewing on the channel from New Belgium, and their take on a holiday Christmas beer. I believe it's got cranberry in it, which is really interesting. I don't know how you would brew with cranberries and things like that, but hey, so it's a cranberry Christmas ale with something else, some sort of spices and stuff. So I'm really want to get into that and try that next. So, oh, excuse me. So it is carbonated, as you can see, lacing. you know, what can I say? I mean, the keg really, really came through. Mm. But the only thing is now, I don't know when I start getting into this, drinking it for New Year's and everything else, the judge, they have the one keg, so it's like, how did you judge when the hell to brew again? Because it's 2 weeks in the fermenter, right? So it's like normally I would judge my brewing with the bottles. Okay, oh, I'm a crate down. Crate of Grolsch bottles is 16 brews. Okay, 16 bottles of beer. So once I'm done like the first 1.5 crates, then I'm like, I gotta brew. If you want to have that rotation where okay, so then when I'm down to the third crate, gotta have a brew ready to go so I can bottle it and get it ready. You know what I'm saying? So it's this is all new to me. So it's a closed container that you can't see, and I guess when I'm done, and I'll have to buy store bought beer till the 2 weeks of fermentation goes. It's hard to judge. I guess once I start getting into the brew and figure out how many beers I drank, think a glass is a bottle. So I've already had 3 bottles of beer already. So I guess I could somehow do the math like that if I don't forget. You know, I mean, I should start taking a tally sheet. You know, but I think it's really good. I love how the head's staying around. It's new to me, this whole kegging system, but it seems to be the way to go. I mean, so like everybody's been saying for years, it's so easy. You just 5 minutes, as you saw, siphon it in your keg, and it's just trying to play with the carbonation. And that's the first for me to where I can actually drink a beer well before now. I mean, obviously, I never kegged before, so it's like I can't tell if this is green or has it, some people talk about green beer, it's not ready yet, and all this shit. I mean, like, dude, I don't know. It's carbonated. It tastes like my freaking homebrew. Is it green? I don't know. Should I wait it a week, after it's been sitting in there? I mean, maybe, keg conditioning and things like that. People talk about on the forums and stuff. I'm like, dude, I brewed this thing and it's already ready to drink. And it's making me, smooth sailing. So, do I really care? No. Because, man, it's carbonated, man. It's carbonated, man. I did the Craig method. I put it on, obviously because I have it in the fridge, so it carbed quicker. So, man, I put it in there with 30 pounds for 48 hours. I made sure it was like that. I mean, I didn't have to drink the beer that fast to where, you need to carb it like the way he does with the Rocky method for at room temperature. I mean, I don't need to do that. I wasn't like that much out of beer or anything to drink to be like, I gotta get this thing done. So, but cheers, guys. Merry Christmas. I'm not gonna say Happy New Year yet because on New Year's I'll probably do a New Year's video. I may even be getting out to hike with a buddy of mine on New Year's Eve. Um, so be looking up for that too. I mean, I got videos coming out. So like, subscribe, share, please. And till we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.